Welcome back to Chilling Ice Cold Stories with Austin Bender, where you get the spookiest of spooky and the eeriest of eerie. Right here, Chilling Ice Cold Stories. So welcome to Season 1, Episode number 2 of our podcast. Today we're going to read a few more stories today and just get you a little bit scared. Okay, our first story for today just seems like that one movie I watched called The Open House on Netflix. The title is When the Burglar Made Himself at Home. A little bit scary. When I was about 4, we were broken into twice. The first time, my grandfather and Mom had been grocery shopping. When we arrived home and unlocked the front door, and one of the bedroom doors up the passageway slammed shut from the change in air pressure, my grandfather must have sensed something was up, and ran up to the passageway to the bathroom. Window was open, curtains swinging in the breeze, and nobody to be found. They figured he mustn't have been there long before they arrived home, as nothing in the house was touched or taken. The second time was 3 months later. My mom woke up to someone sitting on the bed with a knife in his hand at 3 a.m. Mom says she froze, couldn't talk, couldn't move, completely petrified. She said he was mumbling, but she couldn't make out what he was saying. The next door neighbor's dog barked, and he just stood up and walked out. She heard the back door sliding open, and a minute or so later, the line of light shining through the curtains from the streetlight was blanked out. She grabbed the phone and called my grandfather, and she said there was someone in the house. He lived about 5 minutes away from her 3 younger teenage brothers. In less than 5 minutes, they pulled into the driveway and scattered to surround the house, all barefoot, wearing only their underwear. Every single door was unlocked, and the back door was open. Nobody to be seen. Mom was a mess. These were big, muddy footprints in the laundry under the little window she left open for the cat. It took a few days for all the weird things this creep had done to be discovered. He had shredded a black negligee? What is I know that word, but what is it? A negligee. Oh, it's a form of see-through clothing for women consistently share, like a gown. So he had shredded this black negligee that was in the laundry basket, fed the cat, and poured her a bowl of milk, poured a whiskey out of the decanter in the living room, and added ice and Coke to it. Somehow had injected solder into the eggs in the fridge, ate the leftover roast meat, cut up some cantaloupe. No, we're sitting on the bench. Is this person like using like fancy words, or like what is cantaloupe? Does that mean cantaloupe? I think they mean cantaloupe. Took a photo of the stovetop and another one of me sleeping on Mom's camera, and left it sitting next door on my bed. Tipped salt into Mom's shoes. The knife was out of Mom's block in the kitchen, and they never found it. Just some really weird shit. The cops came, got plenty of fingerprints, but whoever it was didn't have a record. The conscious, eventually, a couple of years later, was that it was an acquaintance of one of her brothers. It was a bit of a Chinese whisper's conclusion, though. He said X and Y to person A, who told person B, etc., etc., and it got back to Mom's brother. He was eventually locked up on some sort of psychiatric hold for something unrelated, and was never charged with the break-in. Messed up my mom for a lot of years. Damn. That's just crazy. Like, what? Like, I mean, I don't even know if I do want to believe it was her brother. Like, what do they mean? Like, what was her brother doing? Like, why? Why did why did they want to come in the house? Like, I just don't understand. I don't really get it. To me, it almost seems like it's one of her ex-boyfriends or ex-husband, or an ex-friend that's just really pissed at her for something, and they just want to like scare the living shit out of her and make her have problems. But like, why do you go in someone's house and cut a cantalog or cantaloupe? It says cantalog. I really don't know what the hell a cantalog is. Think they meant okay. I think they meant catalog. Catalog. That sounds more like it. Like a catalog, like an ad book. But that's so weird. And tip salt into Mum's shoes. Ugh. And that knife out of her block, it is long gone. Oh my goodness, what's this one? Caught in the nude? Where is it? Oh my goodness, no. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna read this one. A 3-day stakeout. Oh goodness. Okay. A 3-day stakeout. This didn't happen to me, but it happened to one of my family's friends. I'll call him Jake. Jake went away to Thailand for a few weeks. The whole family, including him, his brother, his brother's girlfriend, and his parents. Jake was in university at the time and had some assignments he had to finish. So he returned earlier than the rest of the family. When he got there, one of the cars was missing, and the house was turned inside out. They had opened all the vents, turned over all the furniture and rugs, emptied anything that could have something inside like drawers, pots, boxes. All the valuables were gone, jewelry, games, electronics, etc. He called the cops, and everyone else came back from their holiday immediately. Turns out his brother's girlfriend had made a post on Facebook about going away. Somehow someone saw it and decided they would take their car, scope out the place, and spend the next 3 effing days, 3 days hanging out there and stealing all their stuff. Jake's parents are lawyers, so he had access to some kind of record that helped him find out something to be able to find them on Facebook. I don't know lawyer stuff and actually found it. The guy posted a photo of him and his girlfriend. She was wearing a Jake's mother's one-of-a-kind necklaces with their stolen car in the background. The cops said it was circumstantial. The neighbors noticed the dudes robbing the place on one of the days, got their Rego, and chased them away. Why would you chase them away? 1 second. Why would you chase them away? Why wouldn't you see what they're doing and then stand back and call 911 and get these people in frickin' jail? Oh my gosh. But still, the police did shit all. But still, the police did shit all. I mean, didn't do shit at all? Some of these things, I don't think these people know how to spell. Turns out all the suspects they had were the same ones Jake had found, and they all had criminal records of robbery and assault and whatever else. Yet still, nothing was done. I can feel that. We're putting away people who are not even criminals. I can't remember what happened with their insurance exactly. I don't think it covered everything. And not to mention, all the dang cleaning they would have to do. Oh my gosh. That poor family. They just want to go on a vacation and they come back and this is what they get. They don't even get a really good location. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Okay. This is a more shorter one. It's called Screaming Bloody Murder. Ah! Okay. Screaming Bloody Murder. In college, I had these neighbors upstairs that were a gay couple. One night, we all were coming back, drunk from the bar. They went upstairs to their apartment, and I went to mine. Moments later, after walking in, I hear them upstairs screaming bloody murder. I see a guy in a jumpsuit running by my window, and I ducked in the closet and called the cops. Evidently, they walked in and saw a guy with a knife in his hand going through their stuff. He must have just got there, and he hadn't found anything to steal yet. When my neighbors screamed, they told me the intruder got spooked, screamed, and ran out of the apartment, scared crapless. When the cops showed up to investigate, my neighbors got several possession charges, weed, and the younger one got an underage drinking charge. I felt pretty terrible, but I didn't know what was going on. Oh my god. That's why you never do anything against the law. And now I bet you any dang money that frickin' murder, well, not murder, but that robber, the burglar, I bet got away scotch-free. Jeez. Okay. So, moving on to our next story, the last one. It's a long one, really long actually. This one is called F-meth. So, F-methamphetamine. My dad dated a sketchy woman. Why do these all have blue things? Like you can click. I guess because it goes over the Reddit page. Okay. Where is it? What happened to it? Where's the F-meth? Here it is. F-meth. My dad dated a sketchy woman. Her family was highly involved in the Mexican cartels. Don't ask for specifics because I don't have them. Anyway, before he went to prison, related to her, she passed away in his arms after a suspicious auto crash. He lost his sanity. It was my dad, my cousin, and my 17-year-old self living in our apartment. After she passed, her sister started spending a lot of time around the apartment. Nothing good to be said about that. She went a bit loopy. Stole some of our belongings, including my most prized earthly possession at the time, a PlayStation Portable. Then disappeared. Dad goes to prison, leaving just my slightly older cousin and me living in the apartment. My cousin and I lost our jobs at the same subcontracting company. He then thought it best to get into what landed my father in corrections. Nothing good to be said about that. His girlfriend picks him up to take a day business trip roughly 120 miles away. I'm 18, I'm alone, the electricity is shut off, I don't even have my dang PSP to pass the time. I smoked a blunt, I nap, I wake up around 9 p.m., my cousin should already be back, my cousin hasn't called, my cousin's kind of a dick. I smoke some more, knock, knock. Thank gosh, he's been gone quite long enough. Knock, knock. Great, he's in a mood, and I'm too high to be messed with. Bang, 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 bang. I look out the peephole. No electricity means no porch light. That large figure looks like him. The smaller, feminine build is his girlfriend. Ugh, she's so nasty. I unbolt the door. Why is the door now swinging into my nose? That really hurts. Actually, F my cousin. Did I mention he's a dick? That's not my cousin. That's the barrel of a Beretta M9. That's the sister of my dad's dead girlfriend. Suddenly, I'm sober. Who are these two Mexican gorillas with her, and why are they armed? What the heck has my cousin gotten into? Mind racing, vomit gurgling, vomit coming up. What a comical sight that would be. Exorcism vomit drenching, all three of them. Only it's not vomit. Words instead are about to be expelled with a sloppy, numb tongue and a mind that doesn't quite know what these words will be. Where the F is my PSP, you crazy bee? They're going to kill me. They'll shoot me dead, and I'll just be another couple colloquial chips of the cricket that is a legal activity in this heck hole of this city. That one would rightly call a ghetto. Instead, she ignores this. She wants to know where her baby stroller is. One of the gorillas wants to take my cat with them. My mouth continues to try to get me killed. They'll find no stroller. This bee is crazy. Does she even have any kids? Fade to black. I woke up to the apartment demolished, my ass had been kicked, along with the rest of my body. Our car was gone. The end. Once again, don't get into drugs. Do not get into illegal activity. And do not drink until you're drunk. And if you're drunk, don't answer the door. That's your cousin. He should have a key for the door. Yeah. Uh-huh. Crazy. Well, that was the second episode of the first season here at Chilling Ice Cold Stories. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all in the next one. Don't get too scared with these chilling ice cold stories. I'll see you in the next episode.